Let's take a few minutes to walk through Work in Progress Management, or WIP, in Sage Intact Construction. WIP is one of the most important tools in construction accounting. It gives real-time insight into the financial health of a project from start to finish. This walkthrough will cover what WIP is used for, how to set it up, how to manage the data, and how to run reports that give a full picture of each job's financial status. The purpose of a WIP process is designed to track the financial progress of active construction projects. By comparing actual costs and billings to original estimates, it becomes easy to spot if a project is overbilled or underbilled. That's critical not just for accurate revenue recognition, but also for forecasting how profitable the job will be once it's completed. WIP schedules are commonly used by project managers, controllers, CFOs, anyone involved in monitoring job performance. The schedule provides a snapshot of where a project stands today and where it's headed financially. Each WIP schedule is tied to a reporting period and usually includes a few core data points: forecasted total cost, profit, and percent complete, actual job cost to date, earned revenue, and whether the project is currently over or underbilled. All of this helps paint a clear picture of whether billing is keeping up with the actual work that's being done. To set up WIP in Sage Intact Construction, start by going to Projects, then Setup tab, then Configuration. Scroll down to the bottom of the screen. Here, add the appropriate GL accounts in the WIP Management section. These accounts determine where cost, revenue, overbilling, and underbilling entries will post. Also, select when WIP entries should auto-reverse, which usually happens at the start of the next reporting period. Once setup is complete, the next step is selecting which projects to include in the WIP schedules. Do this by going to Projects, then All tab, then WIP Project Settings. If it's the first time on this screen, use the List View selector at the top and switch to WIP Schedule Settings. A full list of projects will appear. Up to 100 can be selected at a time. If the company uses project hierarchies, turn on Display Hierarchy to view parent-child relationships between projects. To help filter or find specific jobs, columns like customer status or location can be added to the grid. This makes it easier to zero in on the right projects. Once projects are selected, click Include, then decide how each one should be included in the schedule. There are a few options here. Include on its own line. The project will have its own row in the report, and any sub-projects will roll up into that line if applicable. Include as part of root project. Use this when sub-projects should roll into a top-level project that's already included. Include as part of another project. This applies to second-level projects that have their own sub-projects. Exclude. Projects can be excluded if they're not being tracked in WIP. By default, all projects start out excluded. This setup helps organize the WIP report around how projects are structured in the business, either individually or rolled up under larger programs. Now that projects are selected, it's time to create the WIP schedule. Go to Projects, then All tab, then select WIP Management. Now press the Create button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. If working in a multi-entity environment, start by choosing the correct entity. Then select a reporting period from the list. Only budget-enabled periods will be available, and any period already used in a different WIP schedule won't appear here. Once a period is selected, the system automatically pulls in all projects that meet the WIP criteria. We need to update the CFO forecast cost at completion. The easiest way to do this is to first select all your projects. Then press the Update PM Values with Project Values button. You will not see any changes. Then press the Update CFO Values with PM Values button. Then click the Finalize button. You can make any individual changes on the projects if needed. Once everything looks good, click Save. That creates the schedule and locks in the projects and reporting period. After reviewing the WIP schedule, it's time to post it to the general ledger. Select the WIP schedule you just created. You will see that it has a state of unposted. Now press Edit. Go to the Posting Preview tab. This tab breaks down the overbilling and underbilling values and shows how the entries will hit the general ledger. When everything looks correct, select Post. If the Post button is inactive, please verify that all projects in the schedule are finalized. Also, make sure you have permissions to post to the GL. Once those conditions are met, a Post to GL window will appear. Fields like posting date, journal, or description can be edited here. Then click Submit and the posting is complete. And that wraps up a full overview of work in progress in Sage Intacct Construction, from setup to project inclusion, schedule creation, and general ledger posting. It's a powerful process that helps keep financials aligned with actual work in the field, ensuring clean revenue tracking and project profitability visibility. If you have any questions about this video or Sage Intacct Construction, please contact us here at LBMC.